This is 5 on your side at 6. Focused on you.
We begin with breaking news in Jennings, where there is a large police presence right now. You're taking a live picture of Jindale Court, where police say a man is in a house refusing to come out. This is all related to an assault call. And as you can see, it is a very active scene. We have a crew there right now gathering information for you. We will continue to update this story both on air and online. Good evening. Thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Brent Solomon. Mike Bush and Ann Allred have the day off. Right now, investigators working to solve the shooting death of a 10-year-old boy in Belleville. Someone shot and killed that boy last night outside of his own home. Now at 6, Paula Vasan joining us live now. Paula, what do we know about that little boy?
Well, we've been here where the shooting happened for hours, talking with family, talking with neighbors, and we spoke with the boy's mother right outside that house. And all she said was she hopes that the person who did this to her son is caught. Neighbors tell us these bullet holes are reminders of a life taken too soon. They tell us a 10-year-old boy was standing outside his home in Belleville, Illinois, when he was shot to death Monday night.
I'm sad. I'm upset.
Cameron Clark lives down the street, and his parents agreed to let us talk with him. He was a friend of the boy who died. They both went to Henry Robb Elementary School together. He showed us their yearbook. Last night, Cameron learned he'd never ride the school bus with his friend again.
There was something on Facebook and my mom told me, and I just got really sad. And yesterday I saw like all the ambulances and police cars over there.
Cameron tells us he does not understand why anyone would shoot his friend, a boy who loved making people laugh, video games, and watching basketball with his brother and sister. Now he's scared for his own life.
I just get scared to like leave my yard and stuff because I don't know if it could happen to me.
His father tells us he moved with his family to the neighborhood 9 years ago.
It's kind of a shocker because there's not a lot that goes on around here. A lot of kids always playing, really no drama or hardly anything like that.
Now, with the death of a child to gun violence, he wants more for his community.
Maybe a little more police patrols.
And for his 11-year-old son.
It's hard losing a friend.
Police have not yet released the name of that 10-year-old boy as they continue to notify his family. Meanwhile, people around here call the tragedy absolutely heartbreaking and the worst possible start to a July 4th holiday weekend. Live in Belleville, Illinois, Paula Vasan, 5 on your side.
Paula, thank you. Turning now to a triple murder-suicide in St. Anne. Police say a woman's boyfriend shot the entire family, including himself. Our Justina Cornell joining us in studio now. Justina, what do we know about the suspect?
Yeah, Brent, so that suspect is 34-year-old Coleman McIlvaine. Now, he has a long record with kidnapping, assault, and DWI charges. Just last week, he was arrested for driving with a revoked driver's license. Today, we also spoke to a domestic violence organization eager to stop the cycle of abuse.
Here at the drop-in center at St. Martha's Hall in St. Louis County, there's a garden rooted in grief.
And we wanted to do something to honor those lives that had been lost, women who had been murdered in domestic violence situations.
Names and dates dangle off these flowers and butterflies. Each one represents lives lost.
We did the most recent dedication about a month ago on a Monday morning, and by Monday afternoon, we had 2 more names that we had to add to the garden.
And now, the garden grows with 3 more names being added. Shortly before 8:30 Monday night, police arrived to the 4100 block of Jane Avenue in St. Anne. St. Anne Police Chief Aaron Jennings says a mom and her boyfriend, 34-year-old Coleman McIlvaine, were fighting over a car. Jennings explained McIlvaine had his license revoked, he had been drinking, and he wanted to take the car out. During the argument, police say McIlvaine shot his girlfriend in the face, and her 9-year-old daughter was watching on the back porch. Detectives learned that's when McIlvaine shot at her several times, shooting her in the hand. The child escaped and ran next door for help. We're told that's when he went back inside, shot the other 2 kids and himself. Everyone died except the 9-year-old girl.
I think the most frustrating part for me is that this doesn't have to happen.
St. Martha's Executive Director Jessica Woolbright is frustrated and saddened by a situation she's unfortunately seen often.
Our own state of Missouri ranks 6th in the nation of women who are being murdered in domestic violence situations. What we are seeing is an increase in the severity of the violence. So we are hearing a lot more about women being strangled, and unfortunately the common thread to everything these days seems to be guns.
While a garden is meant to grow, Woolbright doesn't want that to happen here.
And there are lots of resources out there, but this is the entire community's problem. It doesn't just happen in certain neighborhoods.
A 5-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy died at the scene. Their 9-year-old sister is still in the hospital and is expected to survive.
Justina Cornell reporting. We have an update now on efforts to restore power in the bi-state following the weekend storms. Right now, 21,000 Ameren, Missouri customers are without electricity. Weather permitting, Ameren hopes to have the power fully restored by tomorrow night. The company says some 160 power poles had to be repaired or replaced. The news is a little better in southern Illinois, where about 4,300 customers are still in the dark. Ameren, Illinois, hoping to fully restore power there by the end of the day. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a live look over downtown St. Louis. This is from our Skycam. The Fair St. Louis fireworks show getting underway at the Arch in about 3.5 hours. Meteorologist Jim Castillo now with the Weather First forecast. Jim, now will that rain stay away for all of the fireworks?
Yes, even though St. Louis had the towering cumulus, we even had a really heavy downpour between 8 and 9 a.m. this morning. Things are looking really good for St. Louis. Now, we've had some severe weather and all warnings are gone, but we have a flood advisory for portions of St. Francis County and also Washington County, Missouri. Irondale and Bismarck and right along Highway 32 is where we've seen some flooding and ponding on the roadways due to some very heavy rain that's been sitting right over the same area. So let's zoom in to some of these problem spots. This one is just west of Farmington and southwest of, looks like Park Hills. So we'll zoom in a little bit more here. You can see that lightning and some heavy downpours continue, but we are expecting this to bubble back down again and disappear within the hour. Bismarck, south of there, maybe a little bit of small hail, and then more just southeast of St. Clair and Franklin County. And then the one around Wentzville has dissipated. Coming up, we have another chance of severe weather tomorrow. More on that coming up.
All right, looking forward to it. People all across the bi-state celebrating America's birthday. From parades to festivals and even the fireworks that will ring out in a few hours. 5 on your side's Travis Cummings is live downtown for us. And Travis, you've been checking out those celebrations.
Yeah, Brent, in the sweltering heat, but I can tell you it did not stop a thing. Folks have been downtown since early this morning to catch America's birthday parade. No matter if you're firing the grill or catching one of the big events across the region, it's family at the forefront. An early start for the red, white, and blue. A patriotic parade down Market in downtown St. Louis Tuesday morning to celebrate America turning 247 years old. Thousands watched as the bands and floats rode by, like Dina Anderson and her family.
We came out to support the local St. Louis community, to support everyone in the parade, and to make sure to educate him and understand the significance of the birthday of America.
A similar occasion for the Community Days Parade in Webster Groves. It's all about that family, too, at the Riverfest in St. Charles.
Just to get her out of the house, get her walking around a bit. She
loves doing stuff. She's a outdoors baby.
The day has deep meaning for the finders.
I had an uncle who got hit by a car with my nephew years ago, and it's kind of like every year we kind of spend it with them, just the fact they're still around.
Corn on the cob, right here.
And some of the most unique food.
Riverfest is a very good event for us. We do the elote, which is a secret sauce, Parmesan real cheese, and our spice that we've created.
America's independence giving people all across the region a reason to be together.
It's hot, but we're all out here. It rained a little bit. That didn't keep everyone away, so it's good.
Now, Fair St. Louis will hold its annual fireworks show on St. Louis's downtown riverfront. That kicks off at 9:40, so bring your family down. Listen, remember that fireworks are actually prohibited here in St. Louis City, in St. Louis County, and Illinois. We're live downtown. Travis Cummings, 5
on your side.
Very good to know, Travis. You can find a list of all the local fireworks shows happening tonight on KSDK.com. Text the word fireworks to 314-425-5355.